see what this place has to offer. Love all these trees here. These remind me of monkey puzzle trees, but I actually don't know if that's what they are. There are so many in the forest here. The forests aren't dense like on the Vancouver Island. These are very sparse forests, lots of grasslands mixed in. The views are so breathtaking from this park. It's like I've stepped into some kind of utopian world. A lot of these plants with seed pods here, I'm not sure if they're weeds. There's a ton of them out in these grassy areas. This does look like Oregon grape to me. It might not be. I saw this in the winter time when I came here in the Okanagan. Still not 100% certain what it is, but love the reddish bronze foliage, and the leaves kind of give me holly vibes. Mystery plant. So many beautiful pine cones here. Love that so much. There are so many side trails here, but I'm a little hesitant to go off the beaten path. I'm sticking to the really main trails. For many reasons. This is the Okanagan. There are rattlesnakes here. Don't expect them to be out now. It was 1 degree this morning, but it was 14, 15 degrees Celsius yesterday afternoon when I got here. So you never know. I don't want to run into any rattlesnakes, but I do kind of want to try some of these other trails. For now, it's the main route. The mountains here are absolutely captivating. I feel like no matter where I go, I've driven around a while, different areas, there are mountains everywhere. You guys, I just noticed, I think these are weeds. I don't know. Oh, could they be cactuses? I'm gonna zoom in. What are these, guys? Is this a cactus? I am technically in the desert. Or is this a weed stalk? I don't even know. I thought the only cactus out here were prickly pears, but the top looks cactus-like. This is a 5-time zoom on whatever this is. Haven't really gone out into the grasslands. That is where snakes could linger. But let me know if you know what this is. Quite an interesting plant. There is a bird No joke, sounds like a cat meowing. Now I'm assuming it's a bird because I have not seen it, but I keep hearing it over and over. And if it's not a bird and it's not a cat, what the heck is it? Whatever it is doesn't want to come out of the bush. I think I'm on the coming around the mountain trail, but I can't really tell how long it is, so hopefully it's not crazy long. Beautiful, vibrant bark here on the trees in the Okanagan. I think this is one of those money puzzle trees, a huge one, which might not be a monkey puzzle, might be something else. And that's a good size hill we're approaching. Gonna have a great workout today. Whoa, I'm not really wanting to go off the beaten path, but I could not help but be drawn to whatever this is. I have no idea what shrub this is, but I've noticed them growing amongst the trees. Really interesting. I wonder later in the spring what that's going to look like. I just heard a very wild noise. I have no idea what it was. I've never heard an animal like that in my life. Couldn't even describe it, but maybe the camera will capture it. I didn't have the camera on. I was a little freaky actually. No idea what it was. Hopefully it's not going to storm over this cliff here, whatever it was. That almost looks like a horse. Maybe it was a horse. There are horse trails here. I haven't seen a horse here yet, but you never know. Could be a horse or some other critter. Forest is getting a little denser in this area. I wasn't sure I was going to see that on this little forest bathing adventure, but the higher the elevation we get into this mountain loop, the denser the forest appears to get. Kind of mysterious in this area. Just spotted this fungus on the log. I think it's the only fungus I've seen growing in the Okanagan so far. Very cool. I think we have these on Vancouver Island too. You guys, I'm so excited. I finally found moss. I was thinking that maybe moss doesn't grow on the forest floor or trees in the Okanagan, but I am mistaken. I found a little plot of moss. Have to feel it. Kind of interesting. It's lush and green, but it has a much rougher texture than the mosses I'm used to on Vancouver Island. It's super interesting. It's a nice texture. It's just different than the ones I'm used to on the island. Right beside the moss, I spotted something else. I have no idea what that is. Maybe a type of fungus growing in the moss. Very cool. Lichen maybe? Don't know. The whole side of this trail looks like it's got moss going on. That's super fun. Huh. There is snow here, like the last little bits of snow. Must be way high elevation compared to everywhere else we've been. Didn't really feel like we were that high up. Just spotted these berries. I think these are either called snowberries or winterberries. I'm leaning towards snowberries, and I'm pretty sure we have them on Vancouver Island and they are not edible, so we won't be taste testing. Pine trees, I think. They look more familiar to the trees I'm used to on the island. Heard another very strange noise. I have no idea what it was. I kind of wonder if some of these noises are coming from the houses way down below. I guess that's certainly possible. Beautiful memorial bench. What a way to celebrate a life with a view like this. Such a beautiful tribute.
We got time, honey, to make this whatever we want. See the days running, stretching out just for us. Fill them all with our dreams, miles gone and pretty things. The prettiest of all is your heart. Hold my breath, pinch my skin, can't believe we're living here. Where I wanna be is where you are.
You guys, I spotted the culprit when I didn't have the camera. One of the culprits. I heard 2 to 3 very strange animal noises here, and one of them was a massive bird. I have no idea what it was. I saw it from a distance, but I knew it was a bird. It had just like spread its wings and made its weird noise. Hoping it's gonna do something again, but very interesting wildlife here in the Okanagan. Oh, I have an opportunity to see this guy up close, this plant, and I would say this is a mullein. I think we have these seeds on Vancouver Island, but they don't grow naturally there, but I think it's a wild one. Definitely not a cactus, whatever it is, but probably mullein. Very cool. Well, I don't think this is Oregon grape. I think this might be the same bush I saw earlier, although these leaves are more green. This kind of looks like holly. Some kind of different variety of holly than we have on Vancouver Island. It's beautiful and so smooth and silky, the leaves. Gorgeous shrub. Down on some unknown main trail, went back, got tired of the mountain loop, and we're going up a big incline. Have a feeling if we go off the main trail right up this secondary trail, there will be a fantastic view. Fingers crossed that this is going to be worth the climb. And it is quite the climb, holy smokes. We'll see how far this goes and if it's too difficult, but it's got to be a great view up there, I would imagine. Decided against continuing that really vertical rocky trail. It was getting a little too vertical for me, and I just thought, how would I ever get down? So we're back, going back down into the easy trail. That's where we were headed, way at those rocks. I think much, much higher. While I do climb rocks on the island, those ones were absolutely wild. A little too much for me. Beautiful, smooth tree bark. This the first somewhat smooth tree bark I've encountered here in the Okanagan. Most of the tree bark is really, really rough. And this does have a tiny bit of texture, but overall it's pretty smooth and very nice. Check it out. I always love when you see two trees that are pretty much growing from the exact same root or trunk, but they're actually two separate trees. I see that all the time back home. I really love that concept.
The end of the world has been on my mind. How do we get to the other side? Tell me that you're fine, but I see it in your eyes. You've been thinking about things that make you shake.
Check out this evergreen shrub. So cool. I'm sure I've seen these in gardens, but I've never seen them in the wild. We've got to do a little feel of the foliage. A little prickly, but pretty nice. And so beautiful and lush. Really wonder what it's called. If you know the name of this gorgeous shrub, leave it in the comments. Little bird feeder, very nice. Holy smokes. Just found a gorgeous view here. So beautiful. Definitely worth going off the beaten path. You guys, I just stopped to take a little selfie video, motion video, whatever you want to call it. And I just spotted the most interesting rock painting. Check it out. This is kind of symbolic, mysterious. It really makes me think about the meaning behind it. Very cool. Check out the texture in this stump where this eye painting is. Very interesting. Love all the rings here. Maybe there's a reason they put this painting right with all of the very intricate rings of this tree stump. Who knows? Could be symbolic. These little birds and they stopped. I think they noticed that I'm filming them. So adorable. Remind me not to come here in April. Definitely an area where you might find rattlesnakes. Seeing these little mounds in the landscape. I wonder if this is some type of gopher system or similar. I've seen many of these little, they're not exactly holes, but they're little mounds in the landscape. Super interesting. They're everywhere. You look up, you look down. More of these mounds on the hillside. search of the beach access point. I've gone down many trails looking for it, haven't found it yet, and this is one of my last options. There might be more, but I'm kind of just getting tired of looking for this beach. So if it's not at the bottom of this trail, we're heading back. I think we might have found the Dog Beach Trail. It's a steep incline, but I have to know if this is it because I've been doing a lot of looking for it and not a lot of finding. So here's hoping this is the real Dog Beach Trail. And once again, there's a way or this way. Where's the real beach? Maybe it's this way. We found the Dog Beach. So exciting. I can go and put my fingers in some fresh Okanagan water. Oh boy, this is so disappointing. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is so much garbage here. I did not bring a garbage bag. I had no idea it would be like this. I often do pick up garbage, but that is really sad. Such a beautiful place. And it's been trashed. How unfortunate. So refreshing.
You're so much bigger than this, making me stronger every day. We're climbing over mountains, won't let it all stand in my way. I sing my fight song over every trial till I find peace that haunts me. Calm I can pull over my eyes. I know you go before me. You make a way when I lose sight. I'm standing with an army. You put a fire inside. What makes the mountains rumble? What makes the oceans rise? Your love won't let me stumble. You turn my darkness into light.
These stones are so beautiful. If I had more space in my suitcase, I would 100% be taking these home for my rock garden. Unfortunately, my suitcase was almost over the maximum, so that won't be happening, but holy smokes, epic rock beauty right here on this Dog Beach. Take a minute to appreciate this natural, lush landscape. Like, look at the colors. We've got a true rock garden happening right at this beach. We've got these ornamental grasses mixed with the beautiful burgundy foliage, and then the trees in the background. So beautiful. On the west coast, we have seaweed. Here we have a border all along the beach of pine cones and wood chips. Very interesting. We're approaching some very interesting rock sculptures. Super intrigued by this. Kind of wonder if the tide... Okay, I always thought that lakes didn't have tides. Now, am I mistaken? Because this looks like somebody was trying to create a natural tidal pool, hot tub, lake pool, whatever you want to call it. That's what it looks like to me. Why else would you do this? Do you have any explanation as to why someone made this structure? Leave it in the comments below, because I'm super intrigued. We see this in rivers on the west coast, but I didn't think that lakes actually had tides or like an ocean. I mean, rivers don't, they have rapids, but this is not a river, this is a lake. So let me know why people do this. I don't know if the water actually comes into here. You guys, check out this red bark. I have no idea what bush this is, but oh my god, the color is so striking. Not sure if the camera is doing it justice, but it is very vibrant red in this landscape. Holy doodle. And of course, we found a feather on the beach. Great information for someone who loves forest bathing. Good thing I haven't run into any yet, because I love to touch plants. Holy smokes, guys, Lake Kalamalka, you have to come here. These beaches are fabulous. I just spotted a whole pile of rock structures. My battery is almost dead on my phone. I did bring my charger, but we're checking it out anyways. This is so epic. Someone put a lot of work into all of the beach art. So cool. Wow, that is awesome. Oh my goodness, there's a feather. I wonder what that's supposed to mean. I wonder if there's more feathers or just the one. Really, really cool. Love the beach art here. So fun. Some kind of interesting symbol happening here. Spotted the purple writing from a distance and had to check it out, but can't really make out what it says. Maybe that's the rock artist right here, their signature in purple.